Hey guys, headaches and fuzziness and, eye strain and eye blurriness is kind of on the rise right now with the Great Awakening, with our awakening and ascension process. And it's really, really uncomfortable. So today's video is all about that and why this is happening and what we can do to get more comfortable. Hey, this is Rebecca. We're here remembering our greatness and honestly just trying to feel good as we trudge along, raising our vibrations. So I've been hearing a lot about headaches. And personally, I've been experiencing really bad headaches too. I actually wound up in the emergency room last weekend because my headache got so bad. I was nervous. We have some family history of some things. So I went and just got it checked out. So first off, if you're nervous about things, get it checked out. Get some tests run. It can't hurt. It just gives you some peace of mind that something physically isn't wrong with you. But if you're at the point where there's not something physically wrong with you, but you're just having these headaches, what do you do? Now, personally, I have been the headache queen. Since I've been 5 years old, I've been having really intense headaches for all different reasons: stress headaches, sinus headaches, ascension headaches, whatever. So I've been a pro at dealing with headaches, kind of. I mean, I still get them and I still suffer from them, but I've experienced them a lot, so maybe I have something to say here. I don't know. So beautiful friend, if you're experiencing headaches and kind of it distracts you from paying attention and maybe even your eyes get blurry, yes, this can be an ascension symptom. And sometimes we can say it's hormones or stress or, but the reality is they're coming up and they seem to come up not related to stress and not related to hormones. So it's like when there is kind of a mysterious cause of a symptom, usually it's something called an ascension symptom. And an ascension symptom is us just our physical bodies adjusting to another energetic, or vibration. Now, everything in the physical world is really foremost a vibration. Now, it has the form of a plant. It has the form of these bodies or a hat, but honestly, like this, it's not solid. It's a vibration, and it's vibrating as such that it gives the illusion that it is solid and that we are having this experience. So everything's a vibration. And so vibration can move fast or slow. It's called frequency. It's a rate of vibration. So when we are used to having a certain rate of vibration with these bodies and a shift happens with a frequency or the rate of vibration in our bodies, these bodies have to adapt and integrate. And a headache can be one of the ways that we're integration. It's not a way we're integration. It's a symptom of integrating. So that's what's happening. That's the why. Now, what the heck do we do about it? How can we go about our day? Well, it's kind of the same all around for me. Like the things that I offer for relief is, sit still. Sit still and expand. So feel into your new frequency and just allow every cell to drink it in and expand that frequency out into every space and every cell of your being. Okay. It's kind of like the resistance that makes it hurt. Now, if any women have ever gone through childbirth, I've had 2 home births, and when I got scared or resisted the movement of the birth, that's when it hurt. And when I just opened up and just let life force come through me, the suffering or the pain would stop. So I've tried that a few times with headaches. Headaches don't work as easily as childbirth did, but believe it or not, but it's kind of the same concept. Really releasing resistance to your personal evolution, to the shift in frequency. So just sitting down, releasing the tension out of your shoulders, and expanding that new frequency into every cell and space of your being, and just being allowance of it. Okay, number one. Number two, just for comfort's sake, salt baths. Also heat and ice. Get an ice pack and put it right under there. Now I tried these few things and they did not work the other night. That's why I went to the emergency room. Another thing you can try is humming. Okay, tune into your new frequency and just hum. And what you want to do is keep humming and bring that hum up behind your third eye. So focus on your third eye and the mechanics in your mouth will kind of adjust. That humming can be really wonderful to release resistance and start to calm the headache. Now, sometimes with ascension symptoms, we can do this kind of stillness and expanding and the humming, and yet it's still there. Just know that the headache is going to pass within 24 to 48 hours. It will. And last resort for me is painkillers. So I will take, I have something that works for me. I think it's Bayard. It's caffeine and aspirin and the same thing. So, if it's Tylenol, if it's ibuprofen or aspirin and caffeine, for me, the aspirin and caffeine work the best. I have some resistance to taking Tylenol and ibuprofen, but anyway, you can find one that works for you as a last resort to just, release the suffering, but just know that you will adjust, okay? Sometimes we have a week of ascension symptoms and sometimes we have, the next week is perfectly fine. Now, I do have a video that's called Ascension Symptoms Mess Up Our Workday. And that is a great video on how to stay productive while we're going through these ascension symptoms. So you may want to, I'll put that right up here. You may want to go to that one next. So headaches. Another piece is stay severely hydrated. And so hydration is everything, guys. When we're going through integration, right? If anything, if we're in a new location and the humidity and the barometric pressure has shifted, hydrate. Ascension symptoms, we're integrating a new frequency, and just hydration helps everything because it can flush out and detox old things. So think about this. If you're raising your vibration and everything is vibration, some things that are not going to entrain to the higher vibration are going to be released, okay? And that's a detox process. Another reason you may have a headache. So drink like a lot of water. I'm gonna show you my crazy water bottle right now. This is my water bottle right now. I am committed. I just came off of a week of 10 days of crazy ascension symptoms. And I realized I was not drinking consistently enough water. So this is my water jug. And I drink this and a few cups of tea with nettles tea every day right now. So really important. The first few days you might be on the toilet for like 20 times a day, but just know that's normal as your body starts getting used to that much water again. Now, what I've learned through the years, especially after coming off of breastfeeding years ago, because I got really sick and dehydrated after breastfeeding, is that When you are dehydrated, it really takes a long time to get rehydrated. So you have to be very consistent with it. And so these headaches, there's so much going on in our lives as modern mystics, right? We're working, we're head of a household, of a family, and then we have this crazy spiritual awakening happening, and these symptoms that make us like just floored and can't get off the bed or the couch. It's a challenging time. So remembering to drink your jug of water is just another thing, I know, but it really does help. And I know sometimes we can forget during these crazy times to hydrate. So find your jug of water between 60 to 80 ounces a day, depending on your body weight. So, guys, start hydrating, but that's why I started to commit to that whole jug of water, because every day I'm going to drink this and I'm getting back into a hydrated state. Now, if you drink your jug and then miss a day, you're kind of back to square one. If you drink your jug 2 days and miss a day, you're back to square one. That's how dehydration is so tedious. So we really have to get on a trajectory of 30 days of drinking our jug to get the cells hydrated again. So the practice of hydration is a doozy, but that may really help your headaches and the fogginess in the eyes. So change of seasons as well. In Colorado, we just went from fall to almost winter. So so in Colorado, the seasons are kind of crazy. We went from summer, fall, into almost winter, but summer is really, really hot. And sometimes we skip a fall and kind of go into winter, and it just, the humidity just drops like crazy. So it gets super, super dry really, really quickly. So where you live also would determine the barometric pressure and also your hydration levels. And you may really need to take care of that. And drinking your jug, be committed to your 80 ounces a day and every day for 30 days, and you may start to notice something really shift with your headaches. The fogginess in the eyes, I feel, can be related to dehydration as well, or some kind of detoxing. Because what I've noticed is my eyes are like kind of like watery, and almost that water, I can't focus sometimes. I can't focus through that. Again, working with my hydration the past few days has kind of helped that. You also may need during this time like a reading glass or a blue light glass. If you're on computers, that may help as well. It's just these glasses that have no prescription, but they reflect the blue light from the computers if you're on that a lot. And so with your ascension process, you may get sensitivities to different things that you weren't before, like the computer. And when you are looking at the computer a lot, your eyes have muscles and they get strained. And then those muscles are linked into your neck muscles. So keeping your eyes healthy and your neck healthy will also help relieve some of that headache. So if you are having some detox symptoms from your ascension process, that can lead to a little bit of headache. And then also you're having the eye and neck strain and tension, both those together is a tsunami headache. So it might not just have one cause. So the other night, I think that's what happened to me. We have a lot of family transition and things going on. And I think stress, and then I'm on the computer a lot with my business. So eye and neck strain. And then, just huge like energetic shifts happening on the planet right now. So I think those three things were like the tsunami headache. So you can deal with it from all the different angles. Okay. One, sit with it energetically, stillness, do your humming, hydrate well. Okay. You can do some neck stretches too. So you take this hand and you just kind of plug it in down to the floor, and then just gently, don't pull, but guide your head over to the side and drop your shoulder, and you're going to feel like a huge release. Okay. And then you do the other side, just gently come on over and drop that shoulder down. There's a big muscle right here called the sternocleidomastoid. And the only reason it has that big of a name is because it's named after the things that it's attached to. The sterno, right? The sternum, cleido, clavicle, mastoid. And so it's attached to the sternum here and the clavicle and then the mastoid muscle through the jaw. So that's what that means. And it's a really big muscle through the neck, and that can get really tight. The other thing that really pulls on the skull, the occiput here, is the trapezius, right? And the lats, they have the connections up there. So you want to really stretch your back like this. Breathe into these areas, these muscles here. Good. And then you want to drop your chin, okay? Drop your chin. All right, lengthen your neck. And breathe into this whole area, okay? And finally, the yoga pose, eagle arms. If you take your arms, cross them, swivel, okay, go around, okay? And then what I want you to do is breathe into your back. Good, and round. And you can bring these up, and you can bring it down. You can open and then switch, swivel, okay? Breathe. And you want to breathe into this whole upper back. Traps, rhomboids, lats. Breathe into all those big upper back muscles because they attach through here. Your erector, your spinal erector muscles attach up through there too. So these are ways that you can release the tension. So guys, to recap, your headache, your tsunami ascension headache can be coming from lots of different things. This time in life can be stressful, okay? Being a modern mystic can be stressful in all the different ways we have to show up in the world while we're spiritually awakening. This can be stressful and it can be worrisome. So let's go at this headache from all the different angles, right? Mind, body, spirit. And spirit, I mean energetic as well. Energetic and vibrational, that's what I mean by spirit. So, number one, with your headache, sit still, meditate, expand into your new vibration, right? Number two, hum, right? And bring the humming and the vibration up to that third eye, okay? And number three, try heat and cold. You know, ice pack here and then a warm pack. Try alternating 10 minutes each. Okay. Number three. Number four, do these stretches I just told you. Let's just really stretch this out. Okay. And number five, if you're suffering and you really need to get stuff done, you know, take something to help the pain. Now, you can take like an over-the-counter thing like aspirin, caffeine, ibuprofen, and Tylenol, or you could just try some caffeine, a cup of coffee, or you could try some different herbs that are noted for, like willow bark is kind of an herb you can take that is like aspirin. So you can look that up yourself, or you can try herbs, or you can try over the counter. But if you really need to. And then finally, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And do this for 30 days. Come up with your 60 to 80 ounce jug and make sure you drink that every single day. And know that you will pee a lot the first few days. There's nothing wrong with you. And finally, share what you know about this. I know I've been hearing a lot of people say they've been going through this. That's why I wanted to make this video. If I did not answer your question, or you still have this brought up more questions, put it in the comments. All right. If you have experienced a lot of ascension headaches, please share your story and share what you know. We are here to remember our greatness together, feel good, and really thrive in this lifetime. So beautiful people, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for getting to the end of this video. I hope you join our tribe and subscribe, like, and click that bell. and much, much love and light to each of you. Namaste.